How's everybody doing? I just want to make this video to answer a question by a couple of people that have brought it to my attention in the comment section. Um, and the question is how do black women know if a white guy is interested in them, or if he's just being a friend, just being friendly? Okay, and I've heard this a lot, that black women will say that they don't know at times if a white guy's interested in them or if he's just a friendly person. And I'm going to try to answer that question and kind of explain what's going on. And, it's a lot of times we're friendly with people. And even ones we're not attracted to, we're friendly with too, also. And, but with white guys approaching black women, we generally, and I'm not saying all, but generally, we're reserved. We kind of hesitate, or we'll procrastinate a bit and wait for that opportunity to make our move. And a lot of times we'll be real friendly and try to get to know that woman, try to see if we could feel some kind of positive vibe and see how the interaction is between us before we make our move. And that's what happens a lot of times. And you're not going to know for sure if he's interested in you or not unless you could read his mind. But there are some things you can look for that will give you an idea if he is. When he's being friendly to you, is he friendly with other people? Does he spend more time with you than others? That might be an indication. Or is he just generally friendly with everybody? Or does he have to talk to you? With me, and I'm just using me as an example, when I was dating and when it came to black women, I would do that. I would kind of hesitate, but I would try to get a feel, be friendly, talk to her, get to know her, and see what kind of reaction before I made my move. And but I had to be around her. I had to talk to her. And there was something driving me to where I'd have to say something to her, where I'd have to have a conversation or just, say a few things. More so than I would other people that I was friendly with. That might be one thing you might look at. I'll tell a story. And before I get into that story, I've heard too that, and this is true, people say that white men have a tendency to stare when it comes to black women. And it's true, I've done it. And it's not a creepy thing, it's just, with me, when I was interested, I would stare. Just admiring them or thinking, how can I get to know her? Will she be interested in me? And, I would stare. And I'll give you a story. Back after I graduated high school, I went to this community college. And I was in a class, and there was this black woman in there. And, I thought she's real pretty. And I didn't have no interaction with her. She was in my class, and I would kind of look at her and I would stare, but I tried to make it nonchalant where she didn't notice, but I'd keep staring. And one day she just came up to me and said, do you have a problem? And I'm like, no. She says, well, you keep giving me dirty looks and looking at me with disgust. And she confronted me, and I was like, I'm not looking at you in disgust. I was staring. I'm sorry, but I just think you're beautiful. And, she went from being angry to me to, it became a positive thing. And actually, that night, we went out. I took her out to eat that night. And I had a relationship with her. But it went from negative to positive. And it just, a lot of times, we get in this thing where perceptions are different from reality, to where we think one thing's one way and one thing's another. And with that instance, she thought I had something negative, but it was actually positive. And back to the answer of the question. There's no real way to tell for sure unless you can read the guy's mind. But just know if he spends more time with you than anybody else. If he stares, okay? And here's the thing. If I'm staring at a woman, it's not unless I'm attracted to him. So keep that in mind. How much time he's spending with you. If he's spending a lot of time with you, more than others, that's an indication. If he just comes in and has to talk to you, if you're at work or wherever you're at, if he just has to every day, that's an indication. And, with men and women, most of the time guys ain't trying to be buddy-buddy with women. And it ain't because they don't like them. It's just we have different things in common when it comes to like guys with sports or stuff they're into, and then women, they tend to be into hair, makeup, what kind of bags they're wearing, fashion, or whatever. We're into different things. So a lot of times, us as guys ain't trying to be buddies with women. I mean, we do have friends. I got friends that are women, but I'm not into the same things they are because it's a man and woman type thing. You know what I mean? But those are some indications you might look into. Is he spending time with you? Does he stare at you? Does he, more so than just being friendly, saying hi, and, talking to you for a couple minutes? Keep track. Look at how much time he's spending with you. Is he staring at you? And I'm going to tell you this. If you want to know, maybe make him feel comfortable, or, if he feels that you're approachable, he's probably going to make his move quicker when he feels he's got a chance. Because if he thinks you're not interested and you're just going to kick him to the curb, he probably ain't going to make his move. So, and I'll give you another instance. There's things that, in my experience, when it comes to black women, that things that are a turn on and some that are a turn off. Black women that are confident, friendly, that's a turn on. Some that may seem demanding. I was talking to this one woman one time, and I was going to make my move because I liked her. And I just asked her this question. I said, what do you think about, what if a white guy approached you? Would you date him? Would you? And she's like, well, yeah, but he better know my culture. He better be respectful. He better, just going on. And that was kind of a turnoff. But not because I don't want to respect the culture and be courteous or nothing like that, but it just seemed like she had demands. And if I was going, have a relationship with her, I kind of felt, was she going to control me or try to mold me into what she wanted me to be? But that's just a perception. She probably just meant that the guy had to be respectful and treat her right. But, there's just perception. And a lot of times perception is not reality. But look for the signs. You're not going to know for sure. And if a couple weeks go by and he hasn't made his move, he probably isn't. And it might be he just wants to be your friend. But then again, you know, he might be really interested in you. But you got to look for the signs. And this ain't an exact science, but just sharing with how I did things, you know, he might do it. But you got to understand, coming from him, he's not going to approach you aggressively. He's going to try to figure you out before he makes his move. Because you got to understand, in his mind, he's got doubt. Because it's a black and white issue. He's white, you're black, and he's got his doubts. And just psychologically, we're going to. And it's all about confidence. And if he hadn't dated black women or known anything about them, he's going to be real hesitant. And he's probably going to approach you when no one's around, when he feels like if he gets rejected, no one's going to see it. You know, it's kind of like a pride thing, you know. But, you know, you just got to look for the signs. And, you know, you can go and ask him what he thinks and just be blunt. But really, in my humble opinion, I think the man should make the move. And if he doesn't just come out and make his move with you, he's not worthy to have you, in my opinion. But it will, with white men, it's going to take time, a little time, because he's struggling with it. He's got to get his courage up, and he's got to look for the right time. And you know, that's the way it was with me until I found out that a couple of black women like me, and I have a chance. Then my confidence was up, and I wasn't so hesitant. But you know, I can ramble all day about this, but I hope that kind of answers the question. I don't have an exact answer or a secret formula to find out if he likes you, but look for the signs. Staring's one of them. If he stares at you a lot, that's an indication he's probably interested. If he spends more time with you than anybody else you're around, that's an indication. So look for those things. And, you know, give him a little time, not too much time, because he's got to make his move. And if he can't, well, he don't deserve you anyway. So I just look towards the next guy or whatever. But I hope that helped out a little bit. And before I go, me and my wife are going to make a video here probably tomorrow. Talk about Mother's Day. But if you have anything you would like to ask me or my wife, just put it in the comment section. So when we make our next video, we can talk about it. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos. And take care. God bless. Have a good night. And I'll see you in the next video.